Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little in-depth update on Litecoin. What I'm looking at, this is going to be on the 4 hour right now. We'll probably get out to the day as well. But if you guys could like, subscribe. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Just really enjoy it. Spend time with your family, your friends, all that. And guys, what we're going to get into today is some percentages and things that I'm seeing and that I want to show you and have you guys start looking at as well. And just leave it down in the comments what you think about this. So, like, subscribe, all that, guys. I really appreciate it. But what I'm seeing here, I'm going through each one of these retracements here on the 4 hour. You see each one of these times we fall. So we'll run, then we'll fall. We'll run, we'll fall. Here's one, another one, and then where we're at here. And what I'm seeing here, we're having 15% drops, 14% drops, 14%, 13. This was 7, almost 8, 7, or I'm sorry, this was 13% here. 7% here, and right now after this run that we had, we have dropped now 9, almost 10%. So what we're doing is basically taking the averages of all of these guys. A lot of the times we're dropping about that 13 or 14%. So the next spot that you would realistically want buy zones were where we had these tweezer bottoms here, and that was around that 51.10. because we had good support all along here. We're getting a bounce off that. And also, guys, if you throw the Fibonacci on this, this is the 618 as well. So we'll take it from down here roughly, guys. We'll put it here. And we had those tweezers right here around that 618. We were coming down, wicking off them. So that's a really important spot too. A lot of people will buy that for a reaction after this fall. So we have had a 10%, guys, in the 618. So it's nice to have your bags packed a little bit here to see if we're going to make another run back up. You know, even that 618 to the 236 or the 0.38 is a possibility. But I could definitely see us coming back up and testing this again, because we've ran up, we've hit it once here, we came back down, ran back up, we hit it again, and now we're kind of sitting on that 618, and I feel like we're going to have another pump back up to that to see if we can break out through this and get over top of this resistance right up over here, which comes in around that $60 mark, would be heavy resistance. But you're looking at the RSI here, and here was our low, and if we can keep this, we would set a higher low right here. Alright, guys, and another thing I really want you to pay attention to, let me throw my pointer on, look at the divergence in the RSI. So as we were running up here, see this spot here, look at the RSI, right? We made this next big impulse wave here, we ran up, you can see how high we got there, guys, about 80 or so on the RSI, and then we ran up and price went up even a little bit higher here, or at least to the same spot, and look what happened right here. You see how the RSI was going down, so that's where we had that divergence, and that's how we knew that it was going to start going back down. And you can just even draw that trend line like that, and you can see it. And these are things that we want to spot, guys, that we want to look for, and that's why you can spend so much time just really picking through these charts and not just looking at them fast. But I mean, look, each time we're having this drop, now this one over here is probably more significant. That could have been a 20% dropper, but after each one of these, if you've seen we've dropped about 15%, guys, most likely you're going to get a nice bounce out of that. Look at this fall. Then we had a bounce. Then went all the way back up. Fall here, bounce. So look at all these opportunities, guys, that are possible. I mean, even after this fall here, then we had this run where we started. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys. Like, really pay attention to this stuff in terms of the volume as well. Like right now, we had this nice run here. Now you can see the volume tapering down. So now, if we see a big green candlestick come in on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, we'll know that most likely we're going to come up and we're going to challenge these moving averages right here, which have now turned to overhead resistance. And we really have to pay attention to that, guys. These moving averages right here, right now, I have up the 20 EMA, the 50 moving average, and the 100. And we're treating the 100 right now. Let's zoom in a little bit on this. I do believe is support, which would be good as well. If we begin support off the 100 while we're on the 618. So let's see. Guys, let's get this off. Yes, right now we're treating the 100 as support, so that's really important, because if we lose that with all this support over here, then next spots, guys, I have alerts that 50.48 I'll be looking at, seeing what's going on, and then it's going to be down here around off the close, the 48.39. but you can see the volume tapering off too, and that's what happens though before another wave can come in, guys. After we've had these retracements, you can see them here. We'll pump, we'll have that retrace, we'll pump, retrace, pump, didn't hit it, retrace, and we'll see if we come in on big volume and see if we can break up through this 55. So those are my points down low. These are my points up high. Some guys are going to want to be shorting up here, so I want you to pay attention to that, because there's also a wick, a long wick that's correlating with it right there around that 56.38. And then we have this massive overhead resistance, guys, and that's what I have labeled here for you, right up in here. Now if we get over this, guys, we get over this top right there, we're going to run $70 or $90, and we'll run real hard. There's not a lot of resistance over that. We just had a big massive fall. But really pay attention to these percentages and how much they've dropped, guys. We've dropped 10% right now, so it might not even be bad to start building a slight position right now. Let it even work its way down, ladder in slowly, and then hit that next run up to see if you can even take it to $55, $56 right there, and say you're getting them for 50 around that area and you're selling them for 56. There's profit to be made, and that's profit to be made even if you take it to there. But if it's able to break through that top and we run up to $60, there's nice gains to be made there. So that's what I want to do, guys. I just want to dig in deep on these charts with you like that, show you things that I'm looking at. I just want to throw the MACD on here real quick, because it's so good to just go look back. You can see even the histogram's moving here, guys, so that's good. Starting to get a little swoop, a little kick there. Now let's look at this on the 1 day. See how that's looking. Alright. So on the 1 day, guys, we ran up and we didn't even hit it, but we were getting psychologically rejected from that 100 right there. And also the 50, which we made it through just a little bit, but we didn't close. We did close right here up above it, and then we went back down right below it. Then right here, guys, we're just kind of having that inside bar right there. And here's the 20 EMA overhead acting as resistance. So we're going to watch these bars. We're going to see if we get some inside bars, if we're going to break up, if we're going to break down. You can see here though, guys, on the MACD, we're moving down on the histogram tick. And you can also see this is starting to flatten out a little bit. But this also happens, guys. You can see it'll go down here and then it'll go back up, then it'll spend some time. So that happens as well. Remember, MACD is a lagging indicator. And then let's go to our Bollinger Bands and we'll do our stock RSI. But those are kind of just the support resistance, guys. Let me get all the percentages off here for us, and supports and all that stuff, just so we have a clean slate. We can really look in depth. Alright, so we'll do that. And what are you guys doing today? Do you got anything fun going on? You watching any football games, anything like that? Getting ready for Thanksgiving, which is always exciting, just doing the decorating, getting ready. I love fall time, guys. Said something about me too. Alright, so here, guys, starting to move down. We're going to see what happens. Just continue to watch that. Remember, this is on the 1 day. Let's look at it on the 4 hours. Starting to move up on the 4 hours. So we might have a little run in the shorter term here, guys, coming in. We'll see. Going to have some resistance there. Alright, let's go back to the 1 day. Then we'll hit our Bollinger Bands. And Christmas, guys. I love Christmas time. Just, it's amazing. Putting up the lights and doing the tree and all that type of stuff, just, it's awesome. So remember to do some fun stuff as well. Spend some time with the family. Alright. So there, guys, at 48.35 Bollinger Bands, we are just right with that middle band that's running through right there. So we really could, guys, either way. We could break up and try to test this 56 again, or we're going to break down to that 48. But those are the two places it's going to go. Maybe this 52. We're going to have some support psychologically at the 50. Could happen. That'll probably be around this 786, right in that range. But I am watching this decreasing volume, and I'm going to watch this volume to see if another big spike comes in. Because remember, guys, after these falls, traditionally you'll have those spikes come in. If you see a hammer like that correlating on volume, most likely you're going to have a run up. and that's what we had. And then here we kind of had that dark cloud cover is what it's called. I do believe this one's up above. Yeah, so like this is dark cloud cover right here, and that showed that we were going to be pushed back down. We're watching that on the daily. Those are really important. Really, really important here, guys. We had the harami pattern, or harami, however you want to say it. Harami is how I say it. But we moved up right there, guys. And you can almost even kind of see these waves slightly right here coming in, guys. So you kind of have that 1, then you had your 2 pullback, then you had your 3, then you had your 4, then you had your completed 5 right there. And that was kind of your wave structure there, with your 3 being that long candle, that long wave. And you can also work that in kind of that support and resistance: low, high, higher low, higher high, up here, higher low, higher high. Now we're moving back down. We're going to see if we can come up and get over top of that. Really important to watch these equilibrium patterns. Look at all these bars that are just inside, and then when they decide to break like that, you're going to have that dump either to the downside or that pump to the upside. So those are things we want to look at, guys. And the reason I'm looking at candles here is just kind of show you, because these are some that I study, and I want to pay close attention to the candle formation. They can tell you a lot. Look right here, kind of that tweezer top look right there. I know this one's a little bit shorter, but it's kind of like a spinning top here off that with the tweezer, and we ended up getting pushed back down. See right here the bars, how they broke again. Pay attention to those hammers right here on volume. Look at this bearish engulfing candle right here, the one day that told us we were getting pushed back down. Here's another nice hammer candle here, almost to an inverted hammer candle, or a gravestone doji. So there's a lot of things that these candles can tell you, guys. It's a really big deal to pay attention to them. Tweezer bottoms right here, guys, moving up. But those are things that we can spot out. We got to pay attention to, and I just wanted to bring this to you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Enjoy your Saturday. If I can get some more videos out today, I will do so, and do the best that I can. Love being here with y'all and just talking with you. But these are the things I really want you to notice and pay attention that I didn't know when I first got into this, because you know, sometimes you listen to people who are too technical when you first try to get in to learn this type of stuff. So that's why I kind of want to just break it down with you and go through what I've learned in this, you know, maybe 1 year. I've been in crypto for, let's see, guys, it's been 14-15 months, somewhere in there, and in terms of the studying charts and all that type of stuff, close to 9 months now. So I just want to share with you what I've learned and the mistakes I've made and the things that I have learned and the benefits that I've seen from this, and you know, all that type of stuff. But really pay close attention to this 618, guys. It's a really important spot. There's some support over here as well. Remember, if that breaks, we can be looking down to that 50, or we'll be looking down to that 47.31, right around there, guys. And up to the top, we're looking at that 56. We're looking at the 60. We're going to be looking at the real buys. They're 63, 65, and we'll call it $70 right in there. Those are my main things that I'm going to be looking for that volume to come in after this. This is tapered down here. So God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day. Listen to some Christmas music. Have fun. Just enjoy it, guys. Enjoy the holiday season. Thanksgiving in itself, so amazing. Enjoy time with your friends and families. You know, do all the pumpkins, all that type of stuff. It's amazing. God bless.